We're ranking all 17 of Van Damme's movies that were released in theaters and where he was the main star. So no Expendables 2?
Very good use of intelligence.
No Retreat, No Surrender?
You're good.
And unfortunately, no gay karate man from Monaco Forever.
Okay.
We'll start with the movies that are actually pretty bad. Number 17, Nowhere to Run. Van Damme plays an escaped convict and gets stuck in the middle of evil businessmen, corrupt cops, and a poor innocent family. Things get wild, right? And Van Damme goes crazy and spin kicks everyone in their smug little faces? Not really. It's mostly about real estate deals and zoning regulations.
But you have in this town a lot of land which can be used so much more efficiently.
He also likes to bathe in front of little kids. What the f, Van Damme? Number 16, Cyborg. This movie is bizarre. The world has been ravaged by a terrible disease, and Van Damme has to escort a cyborg that has the cure to Atlanta for some reason. Made on a budget of 500 grand, and I have no idea where any of that money went. It does have plenty of Van Damme fight scenes, and a cool villain, which raises it up from absolutely terrible to just bad. Number 15, Universal Soldier: The Return. This movie was so bad that 10 years later, a direct-to-video sequel just pretended like this never happened. It manages a delicate tightrope walk where it has plenty of action while still being incredibly boring. It also takes the criticism that the first movie was a Terminator 2 ripoff and just runs with it. This one is about an artificial intelligence that becomes self-aware and goes to war with humanity.
We will then utilize their own weapon system to defeat them.
Also, Goldberg's in it for some reason. Now that those are out of the way, the next few movies are in the so bad they're good category. Number 14, Double Team. The movie everyone remembers as the terrible one he did with Dennis Rodman.
Cybermonks.
It's actually not that bad. And you do get the awesomeness of Van Damme fighting Mickey Rourke in an arena full of landmines and tigers, while Rodman rides around on a dirt bike carrying a baby. Unfortunately, it's held back by all those other scenes with Dennis Rodman in them.
Sorry.
Number 13, Death Warrant. Prisoners are being killed, and instead of installing surveillance that they should have anyways, they decide to make Van Damme go undercover, and he spin kicks his way into uncovering a high-level conspiracy. The main villain is completely unrelated to the plot, but plots are for nerds, and we see Van Damme movies for awesome fights, and Death Warrant delivers.
Can't kill me, Burke. I'm the Sandman.
Number 12, Street Fighter. Made during what must have been the peak of his off-camera issues, Street Fighter is easily the worst performance of his career.
Find Ken and Ryu and get the hostages out.
If we were just ranking him, this movie would be a lot closer to the bottom. Fortunately for him, it's saved by one thing: Raul Julia.
Am I right, Bison?
Do not presume so much on my good nature.
Raul Julia killed it and single-handedly made the movie awesome.
They shall march out of my laboratory and sweep away every adversary, every creed, every nation, until the very planet is in the loving grip of the Pax Bisonica.
Number 11, Knockoff. This is another bizarre one. But unlike Cyborg, which was bizarre due to being cheap and lazy, Knockoff is the complete opposite and works hard for its craziness. You get insane camera angles that includes a point of view of Van Damme's foot being put into a shoe,
Wait, huh? It doesn't matter what.
a cell phone signal, and an earring.
I'm not loving this.
It also includes an action scene where Van Damme is sliding around like Iceman, shooting bad guys in what can only be described as flying on the ground. All to stop the bad guys from putting tiny bombs in everyone's pants. And just for the hell of it, they make this character suffer the most ridiculous death from completely out of nowhere. Now we're at the top 10, and these are legitimately good action movies. Number 10, Kickboxer. The second underground fight tournament movie of his career, and was a blatant ripoff and mashup of Bloodsport and Rocky IV. If you think that's a put down, it's not. That is a brilliant combination, and all movies should be a ripoff of either Bloodsport, Rocky IV, or both. It also gave us the greatest dance scene in the history of mankind. Number 9, Maximum Risk. Van Damme's investigating the murder of Van Damme, which puts him at odds with the FBI and Russian mafia, and he kicks all their asses. We are treated to a giant Russian who attacks Van Damme completely out of nowhere many times during the movie, and it climaxes with a chainsaw fight in a meat factory. Number 8, Double Impact. The first movie to give the world what it wanted more than anything else: 2 Van Dammes.
Did you hear what he just told us?
He also shows us his incredible acting range, as one of the Van Dammes is a nice guy, but the other's a total dick.
I'm gonna get him!
We get gunfights, spin kicks, wacky misunderstandings, and everything else you want in an action movie. Number 7, Universal Soldier. Universal Soldier is about soldiers being brought back to life as mindless servants until everything goes terribly wrong.
My name is Sergeant Andrew Scott.
Which is just an excuse to give us awesome fight scenes between Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren.
Well, that's the spirit, soldier!
It managed to spawn 5 sequels, 2 of which are actually watchable and also star Dolph Lundgren. Even though the first one ends with him being put through a wood chipper. Number 6, The Quest. Written and directed by Van Damme, the second half of The Quest is completely copied from Bloodsport. A secret fighting tournament where only the best of the best are invited. The first half is a crazy adventure movie where he starts off as a clown and the leader of pickpocket orphans being chased down by some old-timey gangsters. Then he's a slave.
You work for us. Put him in chains.
Oh yeah, he's also a pirate. Number 5, Lionheart. Lionheart is Van Damme giving us exactly what we want. A lot of wild and crazy fights. And not a lot of stupid talking and other boring. There's just enough plot to legally be able to call it a movie and not one bit more. The next 3 are legitimately good any kind of movies. Number 4, Time Cop. The most successful movie of Van Damme's career, Time Cop is a story about time travel, lost love, splits, and spin kicks. He gives us everything we love about him and throws in some mind-blowing sci-fi shit. Nice. Number 3, Sudden Death. Sudden Death does the impossible task and takes Die Hard and makes it more awesome.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
He disarms tons of bombs, beats the shit out of mascots, takes a break from killing terrorists, and plays goalie during Game 7 of the Stanley Cup.
Oh, what a save!
Then goes back to killing terrorists. Sudden Death has it all. Number 2, Bloodsport. The movie that started it all. Bloodsport has Van Damme finding every excuse in the book to do the splits. Has fight scenes with crazy characters. And lots of slow motion yelling. If you don't like Bloodsport, then f*** you. And the final movie isn't just a legitimately good movie, but is the best movie ever made. And if you disagree, then you're wrong and an asshole. Van Damme's number 1 movie is Hard Target. Obviously. Van Damme gets into fist fights with snakes, stands up while shooting bad guys on his motorcycle, tons of flips for no reason. A complete disinterest in conserving ammo. Some weird bird thing. And spin kicking the f out of everybody, even if they're already dead. He was so inspiring that he actually made Wilford Brimley a badass. If you disagree with any part of the list, that's okay. You are completely wrong and embarrassing yourself, but that's okay.